Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello everyone, Gaming Guide here, and today we'll see a tier list of most teams and tags you can assemble on this game. We'll see a tier list starting off with the best, then S+, which are the teams that, as it's written here, they can carry you most of the times, even if you take some damage. S does have flaws or doesn't get buffs often, which are those teams that are not perfect, are based on pure attack or pure defense, or either they don't get calculated often by Toshi, and so they remain with 2022 units. Then there is A, where you need actually skills to win, because there are those teams that without any skill you'll take too much damage for them to sustain and you'll just end up losing. B tier teams, where those teams that either with skills or not will be pretty hard to win if you fight against a meta team, like the ones we'll see in the top tier teams. C, try to avoid ranked, are those teams that can work out, but just in friendly battle, or if you like the risk or just don't want max stats in casual battle. But I personally don't recommend using them in ranked. And then there is the D tier, which are the teams that you only use for making TikToks or meme team. All the teams you'll see here aren't based off my personal choice, but by a certain criteria, which are what I see in PvP, like when I fight against this team and when I use this team, because I used most of them, the ones which I can use. How often does it get buffed? Like I don't know, GT. Isn't the last buff it got was the last anniversary 2022. How well the units aged, like MVP 17, which remained top 5 for the first 6 months of the years, and then top 10, I guess, for the last 6 months. How well the units work together, because certain units like MVP 17 is the only example that comes to mind right now. MVP 17, which buffs the universe rep category when his gauge is full. So, and the last criteria is how meta is that team, which means how often do you see that team in the current meta, or in the past meta, if it was a great team present always in the past meta and can carry you even in this meta, you will see it in the high tiers. We'll start with regeneration. One last thing before we start with tier list, you'll see the only one character here, because I've chosen personally one character that will represent the entire tag or team, like Regeneration, Android, DB Saga, Fusion Warrior, Future, GT, GINYU Force, God Key, Hybrid SAIYAN, Lineage of Evil, Powerful Opponent, SAIYAN, Son Family, Super SAIYAN, Team BARDOCK, Universe Rep, VEGETA Clan, Game Originals, Blue Saga, and sagas from the movies. These one are duplicates that we don't care about this one during the video. So we'll start with regeneration, which we will put in S tier. Why is that? Because regeneration formed of Janemba, UL Janemba, Kid Buu, and the Rage Piccolo was like the most powerful team when UL Janemba came out. They recover HP easily and can even tank some of the strongest units in their meta right now. And the strike counter of Janemba, the revival of Piccolo, and the IOA green card of Kid Buu can make like a powerful combo and a deadful combo for the opponent to tank. Then we'll pass to an android, will be still less, but lower than regeneration. Why is that? Because android have an example team who can be the Gammas, MVP 17, and Cell, which is very powerful, but you need to like wait till mid or end game, because MVP 17 gets a lot more tanky when his Gauge is full. Cell with his auto destruction can like vaporize teams if played well. And the last Gammas, which go neutral and have like blue cards at the speed of light, and decrease enemy key with green cards. You'll see the character guide on the TikTok. And the most powerful thing about this whole team is their unique gouge, their standby mode, which goes neutral and can vaporize team as well. So a dangerous team if you know who you're against. Then we'll go with DB, which will place it in A, where you need skills, because the only team that come up in my mind with this tag is Pavku, Fitku, and Junior Demon King Junior. Demon King, the red one, the GR one, the Junior one. This team is pretty fun because I tried Pavku and it was a fun unit to try, but it isn't all that when you talk about strength and defense, because except for him you won't have all of that strong units. True, it got buffs very recently, like September or October, I think, but it wasn't enough to make him higher than that. Passing over, we have Fusion Warrior, which is high gas plus, I think, because it's better S plus, because Fusion Warrior, it's the team that I personally use every time I get shoved on a unit. I came up with Fusion Warrior because it gets buffed regularly every festival or anniversary, or even more often. Fusion Warrior gets a new unit or a new buff that will destroy everything, like UVB, UGB, Pycon for Janemba. UL Vegeta was meta breaker when he came out. Fusion Warrior, let's say that Fusion Warrior, even if you main to stay in Fusion Warrior, don't change team and only pull on Fusion Warriors, I think you can stay in the meta and go toe-to-toe with other meta teams. Then we'll have Future, which is high S as well for me, because since when it came out with UVB Black and Sword of Hope Trunks Zenkai 7, it was the most powerful team ever, because there was UVB and Black Rosé, which vaporized and melted everything on their path, especially with the combo Black and UVB, where if a blue was a threat to UVB, Black can just vaporize it, and vice versa, UVB could vaporize UGB, which was the main counter to Black. Goku's as well wasn't all of that of a problem. And then we have Sword of Hope Trunks, which was the tankiest unit of all time, I think. With this gouge, endurance, and especially element blue, which was a counter to UVB itself. It was really hard to put down, but the team as well managed to remain solid since now. Then we can go with GT, which will be A as well, because the only team I can come up with GT is the one that was in meta in the 2022. So tag Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, 17 and 4Q Zenkai 7 yellow, or either Gogeta 4, because even if it's a hold unit, it's green and GT, so you can Zenkai bench both the Tag and the Gogeta. And I promise to you that Gogeta can still hit some true damage. I've seen some clip of GT taking down some new units and being a threat to some of the top units and top teams, but it was pure skill. Like, you can't play GT and pretend to win against one of these teams if you can't play the game right. So yeah, midday it's good for me. We have GINYU Force only for memes. There's nothing too much here. There's nothing much to say here. This tag came out in September, not as a tag itself, but for a buffs. It came up in September. The only thing good about this tag is the fact that it has every color in the game, so you will always have a color advantage against everyone. But except for that, you won't have any advantages from using this team. Yeah, so it's only for TikTok, only for memes. Then we have God Key, which will be high BE. The only team with God Key I could come up with was SS Blue Kaioken Goku, Revival UI, and UI Z7, Zenkai 7. Why is that? Because powerful units such as UEB Black Rose or Ultra UI don't buff God Key. Neither Evo can those. Evo can only buffs God Key with a 15% of the strike attack when at 6 stars. But except for that, you will only have this to buff God Key. Yeah, it's true, there's a battle royale with God Key, but my team in that battle royale is just Universe Rep, because it's the best I could come up with, because God Key as itself as a tag, it isn't like much powerful to my eyes. Then we have Hybrid, which will be high hay for me, better than the other two. Better than the other two, because a team with Hybrid I could come up with was Beast, Ultimate Beast, the red one, this one, and Pan. It's a team that I already saw in PvP against me, and it's pretty difficult to take down, except especially with Pan and the Blue Beast, which are much tanky. Yes, it's a solid team, but again, to compete with these teams, you need skill. Less skills than these two, but you still need skills to go toe-to-toe with these ones. Then we have Lineage of Evil, will be low A. Why is that? Because the team I could come up with, the Lineage of Evil, that I saw, the last time I saw this team that I'm about to say was in June 2023, when Go Frieza came out, and was with Go Frieza, Golden Cooler, and Freezer first form Zenkai 7. But we can replace Cooler with the new Golden Freezer that came out with Evoken, since he also boosts Lineage of Evil. It looks like a pretty decent team. When it was dominant in June, it was solid. I would have put him in S maybe when at the time, but now it had a downgrade, because there isn't all that to add to Lineage of Evil. In fact, it's being hardly carried by Gokuza and the Rising Rush counter, because if they didn't buff Lineage of Evil, it will be like to C or D, because it's really, it isn't all that. Then we have Powerful Opponent, which will be like here. Yeah, here, I think here. Or here or here. Either here or here. But I think more here is more accurate. Why is that? Because the powerful opponent, the most powerful opponent team I ever saw was the one with Ultra Hit, Ultra Kid Bow, and Ultra Black. This team was powerful when it was its time was, but still, even if its prime, in its prime, was surpassed by best teams like for Ultra 8. There were people who would say put him in powerful opponent, and people who would say put him in universe rep. Same for Kid Buu, regeneration powerful opponent, and same for Goku Black, future powerful opponent. So powerful opponent is the mid day. Then we have SAIYAN, which will be I think here. Wait, here. Why is that? We need to specify one thing. For the SAIYAN team, I didn't put like UI, Vegeta Blue, and UGB because it would have been like a untag team like Fusion Warrior, Universe Rep from the movies. So I put like characters that are SAIYAN and are made to boost SAIYAN, which are the new SSJ Legends Limited Gokuza, and Goku and Bardock, because that's the most like Saiyan team I could come up with if you are aiming to a pure Saiyan team. And it has powerful units like Gokuza, Bardock, and Goku, which was powerful at this time, but he also fell off. So yeah, it's A, because don't forget that here in the hybrid Saiyan we have him, which is top 1, arguably top 2, but Beastan is hardly carrying a hybrid to this top. So yeah, Saiyan here for me it's right. Then we have some family, which will be I think some family here, yeah. For me it's right here. Why is that? Because we have Goku and Bardock in some family. We have Goku and Bardock, Legends Limited Beast, one of the two, which are powerful, but yeah, he is better. And the Boo Bros, which boosts some family. This is why Boo Bros have the Kamehameha and their Platinum, which if they are alone they get a total of 120 to damage boost on their final Kamehameha, which I have proved them myself before the Platinum that they can put everyone on the enemy team at 1 HP, and it's very powerful. Then we have Goku and Bardock with like powered up endurance, and one of the beasts which can carry the team even if they're alone. Endurance with Rising Rush, neutral like for all of the match, and vanishing gouge reduce it to 0. Yeah, it's a pretty solid team, but there are better ways. We have then Super Saiyan, which will put at high B here, or maybe, here is better. Here is better. Why is that? Because in a Super Saiyan team, the only Super Saiyan team I ever saw in all my Dragon Ball Legends career was made with OL Gogeta, the blue one, SSJ Bardock, and SSJ LL Goku Nameku, the OG one. I saw the team take some do damage to the enemy. I have seen the team do damage to the enemy and like tank well, but I think it's all skill. pure skill, too much skill to put here, because here is yes, you need skill, but yeah, if you have Super Saiyan, even if you have skills and you fight against like a Fusion Warrior, yeah, no, you're probably done. I would forfeit at this point. We then have Team Bardock, which we'll put here. Wait. Well, here and here. Okay. Why here? Because Team Bardock is not all calculated team, which means like you can put the Goku and Bardock as a leader, Bardock Zenkai 7 as a slot, and Tora as a second slot. Why Tora? Tora is one of the 4 extremes you can put as the best choice for a tag team Bardock team, and even if it's an extreme, he buffs the team Bardock a lot. He also buffs the regeneration, so both Goku and Bardock Zenkai 7 can restore HP with their Bardock with his green card, and Goku and Bardock with their change. They can recover HP more easily with Tora in the team, so yeah, it's good, but yeah, no, if you fight against one of these, you're done. You're done. Then we have Universe Rep, which I'll put, I think, here, right now. Yeah, right now Universe Rep is superior to Fusion Warrior to me. Why is that? Because the best Universe Rep team I could come up with was with UI, the Ultra UI, Ultra SSBK Goku, and Gokuza. Why is that? Why didn't I put Evoken in there? Because Evoken don't have all of that synergy with UI, and I decided to put Goku Kaioken instead of the Evoken, because it's yellow and got key, so pretty much the same reasonement I did here. You can Zenkai bench both him and SSB Kaioken Goku. So yeah, it's a pretty solid team. If you have skills, UI can clutch 1v3, but I talk about this also in the TikTok video, so I won't talk too much about him. We have then Vegeta Clan, which will be here. No, here. Yeah, here. Why here? Because in the Vegeta Clan you can put Evoken, which boosts Vegeta Clan and Universe Rep, if I'm not wrong, or Vegeta Clan, some family and Universe Rep, but Vegeta family for sure. We have Evoken, Zeta 7, Zenkai 7, Sword of Hope Trunks, and Bobros, which, as I described before, they are all great units to play with. And Sword of Hope Trunks can tank a lot, while Bobros can vaporize teams, and Evoken, if they are in the late game, they have a great combo potential. So it's a good team, it's a great team, but the same reasonement I made for the teams before this is that if you have one of these, especially this, but it's not the case, so we're talking about this, and you fight against one of them, you either have great skills or you are done, because type neutral, vanishing out, just strike attack, destroy everything. Some family also have Bobros, so it's fair, I think. But that's the reason why Cheetah Clan is here, and also because I don't see the team often in PvP. Then we have Game Original, which we'll put here. Why is that? Because the only team with Game Original will be Goku and Bardock, even if they they boost game original. Yes, I remember it. They boost game original. So game original, Goku Bardock, Charlotte. The transformation is your choice, because every transformation is, if you didn't know, every transformation has a role itself. Like if I'm not wrong, Super Saiyan 1 or 2 was the healer, Super Saiyan 3 was the damage dealer, Super Saiyan God. But to make it clear, every transformation has a role, so you can choose your own role for Charlotte, and that's pretty good. And then Zaha, which can restore ally health, and that's why it's here and not here. Yeah, you can do something with this team, but try to avoid ranked, that is written here, because in ranked you will end badly. Then we have the Blue Saga, which will be here. Wait. Yeah, here. I think here it's right. In the Buu Saga, you will have Kid Buu, UL Vegito, and Buu Bros. UL Vegito, it's an old unit, but I can assure you that still do some crazy damage. He goes type neutral, restores Vanishing Gouge as a counter. Kid Buu as an AoE green card recovers HP easily, and Buu Bros, as I said already 2 times. They have the most powerful standby gouge for my opinion, in the game, with their damage buffs. Even with the equipments, there are a lot of equipments came out in April or May, which like if there are 3 Buu Sagas remaining or things like that. Then last but not least, we have Sagas from the movies, which will be here. Why is that? Because in the Sagas from the movies you can put the Red Beast, either Orange Piccolo or Pycon, since they are both green revival. So yeah, I think they are pretty much the same in this team. And then you have Janemba. Yeah, it's a great team. It's a really great team. And you can play, and you can also go toe-to-toe with these 3, the top 3, if you have enough skills. But even if you don't, you can fight. You can fight with all of them. Now for the best team. Regarding the best team, I've chosen to take one of these 3 and put them on a rank higher. How do I choose who is the best team in the game? Well, I should consider how influent is it on the meta right now. How can you count on this team? How much can you invest on the equipments and on the benches of this team, and be sure that the benches and the equipments will carry on in the future? And how much how does it performs in PvP? So it's a bit confused, because if I would say to you the team that I suggest to invest into is Fusion Warrior, because Fusion Warrior, I have the same equipments since UGB, and did a little upgrades with UVB, and still I can, as I said, fight units and teams in the top meta like UI and all of them. Before I got UI, I used Fusion Warrior, and I didn't lost a single match. I just stopped using it, because after a while it becomes annoying to use always the same team, so I changed. But if I have to say the most powerful team in the current meta, the one that right now is the most powerful team, I'd say Universe Rap takes the place, because it's broken. Universe Rap is right now it's the most powerful team that I ever seen in the past anniversary, because the The last year there was Fusion Warrior, or from the movies, one of them. But I think that UI, if used with skill, can be one of the most powerful units in all of Legend history. And yeah, that's it, I think, because with as I said, UI, Evoken or MVP 17 and Go Frieza, you will have like all of sort to defend yourself from like UI. You will defend yourself from all strikes. Gokuza from the Rising Rushes. MVP 17 endurance that cannot be nullified, and Evoken, which will be greatly boosted with UI in the team, and like seals all of strike arts, etc. Yeah, so for my conclusion, Universe Rep, it's the best team that you can make up for, assemble up for the current meta. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was useful to you. If you have some doubts about some new units, or like even old units like Gammas, UVB, UI, and I think that's it for now, these three. You can even need Evoken, but not Beastan. Evoken, yes, it's not here, but even if you have doubts on Evoken, you can check out all of my character guides on TikTok, which are like complete guides on a character, equipments, best teams, how to use it, some tips, well, everything you have to know to use the character, and like try to maximize the best damage you can get out of it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was useful to you. I recorded this on, it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. here, and it's the 3rd of January. It took me a long time to update another video on YouTube, because as I said, they take a lot of time, because since on TikTok or Instagram they are very easy to like edit and upload. For YouTube it isn't the same. You have to talk, you have to make up the tier list, because yeah, that's I make up this. It's like the 4th time I write everything here, because every time I create it, every time I create it, Chrome decided to close the page, and then I have to write it again. It's a lot of work, so it's a lot of work anyway. So I'm sorry for updating this video so late, but yeah, this is my team tier list for the end of 2023. So 2024, that's the best team for 2024 meta. See ya.